Are we ready to start? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Teeth?
Peace! Speak now or forever hold your teeth. Oh boy. Oh, I love that. Someone who can make me a pretty poster, get that for me. Thank you, Dad.
Now or forever hold your teeth.
This is why you're my child.
Now or forever hold your teeth. We're all
Literally hold my teeth.
Yep.
I have my real teeth in here.
Okay then, are we ready?
I'm ready.
You're gonna sit with me and kick me off.
I started this recording.
I only think like this for the entire game.
Oh boy.
No. Okay.
Oh, you did say forever.
I
You
need
did
a
say
fucking
forever hold
gavel.
your teeth.
Order in the car. Are we ready?
Yes.
Sarah, remember you have to hold multiple teeth or else it would be forever hold your tooth.
I'm holding it on the line. Why are we like this? Why do we do this?
We're doing this in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, just one moment.
I got confident to do it.
In 3, 2. Oh, just wait one moment.
Sorry. Okay.
You are not a dog.
Give me one moment. Hopefully that didn't just cut it out.
Okay. You got it.
Last time on D&D, y'all killed some sirens. Conley did not help at all. Phelan chopped 2. Farius finished off the 3rd. Eska got hurt, but resisted Phelan's attempts to heal him. That did not stop Phelan, but the wound wasn't necessarily fully healed through means of sneak lay on hands. You all finally got a long rest after the longest day ever, 6 sessions, and now, at session 7, you all awake to your first morning as a group. What do you want to do?
We go one at a time, or
Whatever. Someone speak up.
Farius gets up and goes and knocks on Conlay's door.
Oh.
Alright.
Leia, groggily wakes up because why? Sort of stumbles over to the door, opens it up. His eyes are half lidded. He is still very obviously half asleep, and his hair is a mess. Hello, dear. What do you want?
Wanna help me cut Eska's hair?
Absolutely.
I've got some scissors. I've got some scissors back in my room. Let's go grab them. Farius goes back to her room, grabs the scissors, and meets Conley out in the hallway, and then quietly sneaks up to Eska's door.
Okay.
Hold up.
Hold on now.
I will. Can I point out something real quick?
Sure.
I did note yesterday that my door was locked before we ended the session. I
Unfortunately,
locked my door before I went to bed.
Unfortunately, Farius enlisted the help of a rogue. So, okay.
Shit!
Let's talk about how we're gonna do this. Yes, Conley, real quick. What?
I was looking for the name of the thing, but you basically pointed it out, but I was gonna say that I can think doors.
Yeah, you can. Okay, so
Wait.
first off, I need stealth checks from Yes, Win.
Oh, thank you. When woke up, Druid crafted a new flower crown on, got her stuff, whatever. She walks out of her room as they are in the hallway, glances at their faces, glances at the scissors at Phelan's hands, and just
Farius.
Farius' hands, and just whenever you're done, take the stuff that you got from the sirens, please. I'm going down. And goes to get breakfast.
Wonderful. So, I'm assuming that Declan's just frozen with his hand raised, and he's not actually trying to raise his hand for another question.
I can see Declan and yeah, they're fine.
Okay, cool. So, I need Farieth and Conlade to first off make stealth checks for me.
16.
16?
Yep.
D20, right?
Yup. Plus your stealth.
D20 plus your modifier.
Okay, cool. D20. 9.
Okay. Alright, so you guys sneak up. Conlade, you're gonna try to pick the lock on the door? Conlade, you're picking the lock on the door, right?
Yes.
I don't know why my computer audio.
As always. Okay, 1 second. What is that? Is that a dex? Is that sleight of hand? I don't remember how that works.
It's sleight of hand.
Yeah, it's sleight of hand. So...
I don't either, and I can't find it.
Sleight of hand, it's dex, you're proficient, you have a +4 to the roll.
$23.
Okay. So, the lock pops open. Conlade, you slip into the room, completely unnoticed, silent as the wind. You are the picture of stealth. Farieth, you follow behind, and you aren't a rogue. You kind of bump into the door frame a little. It makes a faint little thump noise. It's slight noises, but yeah, you're in the room now, and Eska, you're not fully awake, but you're starting to be aware that there is something going on, but you're not, like, awake. Okay, so, Conlade and Farieth, I want you to make another stealth check. Farieth, this one's with disadvantage.
Does that mean roll twice, whichever one's the lower number?
Roll twice, take the lower, because you're in the room now. At first, this could be passed off as disturbance in the hallway. Not necessarily in the room.
14.
14.
17.
Conlade?
17.
17. Alright. You get up to the bed. Eska, your passive perception is 12, right?
It is.
Yeah. Alright. Farieth, you gently take the scissors. You press them down. Eska, you feel the faint, like, tickle across your cheek of a piece of hair falling across your face, and your eyes shoot open. Farieth is sitting over you, kind of leaning over the bed. She has the scissors closed, and there is a lock of your hair that has tumbled to the bed covers. It slid down your face and has hit the bed sheets.
Morning, sunshine.
I would like
That's
to
what Farieth
grab Ariette's hand, like just shoot up a hand grab onto her wrist,
Uh-huh.
and I would like to cast inflict wounds.
Okay. What is that? Is that a save, a roll to hit? What's going on with inflict wounds?
Let me double check. Hold on. Here we go.
A roll to hit on this scenario would be really funny. Just tries to grab their wrist and just misses.
Yeah, I think
I
inflict wounds
think
is a save because it's touch, but let me, what?
it is a touch. Where is it? I saw it like 5 seconds. There it is.
I should have handcuffed them first. I have handcuffs.
Yeah. It's too late now.
Could have bitten
And it
you with
hits.
the pointy fishy
So I
teeth.
need to roll to hit.
You rolled a hit? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, roll to hit, I
okay.
suppose.
Oh, that's a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
That's a 3d10.
Whoa, 3d10?
That's a total of 17 damage. Bitch!
So you have just woken up, and you woke up feeling refreshed and healed from pain inflicted upon you by your party members. As Eska grabs your hand, black veins travel up your arm as it seems your blood itself is becoming toxic to you, and you are filled with a searing agony, and you collapse to the floor with just like twitching in pain for a moment. You aren't unconscious, but wow, you're way too close for like 9 in the morning.
What the hell was that for?
It's called a prank! Help! Have you ever heard of one? What did you
Don't find that very funny.
know? We did up until seconds ago.
I consider us even. So we're okay now. I would advise you don't try that again.
Man, just kind of lives on the floor in pain.
Yeah, Conley, you did see this.
You're there too, yeah.
You are there.
And Leia just sort of, like, picks Farius up and sort of, like, halfway helps her, halfway drags her out of the room, looking at Eska like, I see why you did it, but that was still a little bit overkill, and closing the door on his way out.
Guilt
How
has
much
set in.
damage?
That was 17.
17 points of damage.
May I
Guilt
just
has set in. May I?
just say I'm really glad we leveled up.
Uh-huh, yeah. If you
I'm
hadn't
dead
leveled
right
up,
now.
you would have just one-shot.
May I?
Yes.
Yeah. First party death.
Deserved.
Well, not entirely, just kind of. So
Am I allowed to tell them what points I have left?
no.
No, but yeah, Farius looking rough.
Okay, so I kind of wake up a little bit once the door shuts, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, like I take a while, like to just get up, and I like open the door, and is Farius still in the hall?
Conlade, where'd you take Farius?
I took Farius back to my room, and then I, like, laid her on the bed and went to go find Phelan, because I know Phelan's a healer.
Oh my god.
Farius.
Bold of you to assume.
Did I see where he went? Can I follow, or is it?
If you followed quickly, you would see that, she'd been dragged into Conlade's room. You would have seen Conlade closing the door behind him as he was leaving to go find Phelan.
So I wait till Conlade walks away, walk up to the door, drag him a few.
I can't hear Avery.
Yeah, Avery, you gotta speak up, kid.
Okay. Farius? I'm not... Can I come in?
Sure.
Slowly open the door. Both hands up, just like, that was my mistake. That was my mistake. I've come to fix my mistakes, if that's okay with you.
Farius' veins still look a little gray under her skin. You feel immensely guilty.
Yeah.
I expected to be hurt when you figured out what I did, but I wasn't expecting this amount of pain.
Yeah. That's my fault. Yeah. Walk up to Farius and I'm going to touch you again for this spell. Is that alright? It's not the same, I promise.
Okay.
Okay. So I kind of just a light tap on the shoulder, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
on level 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you healed 3 hit points.
This is why we don't fuck with Eska.
Conlay's Adventures. Oh, finding Farius.
Yeah.
He goes up to
Phelan.
her door,
Phelan.
realizes,
Phelan and also their door.
oh, da-da-da-da.
Also,
In Conlayad's Adventures of Finding Phelan, he goes up to their door, knocks on it, kind of figures that from the character traits that have been shown between Phelan and Farius, it's not going to be easy to convince them to heal Farius, but so he goes in with the mindset that he's gonna have to do some persuading.
Okay.
well, you entered an empty
And-
room.
Oh. Phelan's not in their room?
No.
What, did you sleep in a tree again?
Farius, shut up. Phelan, what's going on?
So Phelan would have woken up pretty early, 6 to 7, somewhere within that hour, to go out, train and then get breakfast. So Phelan would walk in to see Conlayad just in their room,
Yeah,
thanks to lucky timing,
alright.
but they weren't in their room at the time.
Alright. Conlayad, you step in, the room is
Yeah.
empty, you have a brief moment to be concerned, and then Phelan steps into the doorway behind you, what the fuck?
I turn around.
Wait.
My demeanor
Or not.
goes immediately from confused to the most fake happy smile that you could imagine I would put on. And he opens his arms and goes, Phelan, come here, good morning, what's up? Gives them a big hug, kind of how's your morning been, where have you been, why's your room all empty, I can make your bed for you. And he starts with some nice small talk, and then he goes, okay, so me and Faria decided that it would be really, really cool, really cool, if we cut Eska's hair for him. Because, it's getting kind of long, kind of shaggy, but we knew he would never agree to it. So we did it in his sleep. And, I can totally understand his reaction. He was a little bit startled. But he woke up and he may have cast a spell or two. Phelan might be just a little bit close to death, and it's only 9 in the morning. The usual. So I was just wondering if you could come help us out.
Okay. Well, I give you a gentle pat on the shoulder when you hug me. I step back and I just walk away for a second. Turn back and look at you when you say Farius half dead. I laugh a little bit, walk out of the room, and go knock on Eska's door. Though I know he's not in the room, but Phelan goes and knocks on Eska's door.
Eska, did you pull your door closed behind you, or is it left ajar where you've gone into Farius, or
I left-
Conlay's room?
I left it open.
Alright.
Oh.
So, Phelan, you can see pretty clearly he's not there. However, Conlayad's door is ajar, and there seems to be conversation coming from there.
I'm gonna look over at Conlayad, nod my head, and walk towards the door.
Love you,
That
and then I
doesn't-
get to work
doesn't
at
mean
making their bed.
It doesn't mean I'm gonna help Farius. I'm
Okay.
just nodding at you to say I'm going over there.
Okay. And Conlayad, you're making Phelan's bed. Phelan,
What?
you apparently, Phelan, you come into Conlayad's room to see Farius with gray veins that show against her skin, and Eska reaching out to touch her again.
Oh, shit, dude, that looks painful. Are you okay?
Okay is a little bit of an overstatement.
Eska, bud. I understand why you did it. I think that was a little bit extra. I mean, yeah, Farius is horrible, but that was a little overkill, bud.
Yeah.
God.
I am in physical pain from laughter.
You're welcome. Imagine the pain Farius is in and times that by a million.
I look at both of them. I look at both Eska and Farius and ask, have both of you said you're sorry to each other? Yeah.
Kind of.
Fairy, can you say sorry to Eska?
I am sorry, Eska, for cutting the hair. It's really not that bad, I swear.
You know, if you wanted to cut my hair that badly, I would have said yes if you asked.
You would've?
Yeah. Now,
I
Fairy,
don't know.
have you
I don't know
learned
how to cut
from
my
this
hair.
experience?
I have learned from this experience that I should not cut Eska's hair. And under her breath, Farius mutters, next time I will cut Phelan.
Oh, bud.
No one else hears it but me. No one else hears it but me. But that is what Farius mutters.
And I say, just pure because I know Fairy, just in general, don't fuck with Eska or Phelan, and I might help you.
You are Phelan.
Yeah, don't fuck with Eska or myself, and I might help you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go over and cast Cure Wounds and gently tap on the shoulder.
Alright.
Okay.
A fine start to this morning.
Yeah, it is about 9:20 a.m. Farius, you've been reduced to less than half your hit points. Phelan and Eska, you have spent a spell slot.
Wait,
Actually.
Farius, you
Two.
have 9 more hit points added. Add
9 more?
9
Yeah,
more.
add 9.
Lucky roll.
Bless
Eska's part
you.
just wasn't in the healing, I guess.
No, not really.
Can I like lightly touch Eska's shoulder and whisper to him, like very lightly, like a hand hovering over the back of your shoulder? Like, you know when you hover your hand over someone's shoulder, it feels like you're touching them, but you're not?
Yeah, I got it.
Just clear. I'm very proud of you, but please be careful next time.
Farius just has like a look of offended
No,
yet
I
baffled on her face.
I whispered this to the child.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you didn't whisper.
You didn't hear it, Farius. Okay, so when you're down getting breakfast, Strata, you were laying in bed, I presume, just listening to the chaos, unless you were up.
I was, well, is there anything I can, like, hang from? Like, on the ceiling, like...
There would be wooden support beam things in the bottom floor, but probably not in the rooms. That would be in the tavern proper. If you want to put on a show for the patrons, sure.
Wait,
I just want to hang there.
Alright.
Wait, if there's a closet, there should be a thing to hang clothes, right? Is there a closet?
This isn't
Great, so now
Hampton
I'm
Inn in
Strata in the
2020.
closet.
It's a tavern. I don't even think there's a closet.
So we are now literally putting Strata in the closet.
No, there's no closet. Okay. So no, so when you go downstairs, you find, okay, Strata, this is important. Right side up or upside down hanging?
Upside down.
Great.
Duh.
When you come downstairs to get breakfast, you find Strata dangling from one of the support beams over an empty table, just chilling, upside down, kind of like a bat.
Does she have her eyes closed or open?
Good question.
My eyes are, like, closed, kind of like weird meditating. Upside down, hanging from a support beam. Meditating, though.
Okay. She kind of freezes for a second, but then she just goes and silently sits on the empty table underneath Strata. And just can I druidcraft some berries?
You could also get breakfast from Annabelle, who is currently working the bar. It's up to you.
Yeah, but I'd have to pay and I'd have to speak, and I don't want to disturb the Strada bet.
Right, okay, yeah, you can silently druidcraft some very simple berries, more suited for feeding birds, but you're used to them, so sure.
Alright, I'm having my breakfast. I'm chilling.
It's Not very filling, but alright. Okay, so after all of the shenanigans between the four troublemakers,
I wasn't a troublemaker. Hey.
you tend to be on the outskirts of the chaos, so even if you're not directly causing it, you're still kind of in this little clump of four in my brain. So,
I was just making them say they're sorry. I think they deserved that.
that's great. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Fairy, if you feel a little bit better, your veins don't look like they're full of poison anymore. And, Eska, you're just vibing, I presume. Conley, you're really just vibing. I think you've made their bed now, so you're...
My bed was already made to start with. It wasn't messed up.
Conley, you
Like,
fluffed a couple pillows and said a job well done. Phelan, you've played mom friend now. What are you four doing?
Is there anything else you children need? Or do you guys need?
Wait, wait, everyone's still in the room with me, right? Like, Eska
Yeah.
and Phelan.
Yeah.
Yes. What did you just say, Sarah?
I'm thinking something over. I'll
Oh, no. Be careful.
Are you still thinking, or can I say something?
You can say something. I'm just, yeah.
Okay, I'm scared. I still kind of feel guilty, so maybe for breakfast? It's not much. I don't have much, but maybe that'll help a little bit.
I'm well enough to get up now, right?
Yes.
Wait, was that spoken, Eska?
Yes, that was spoken out
All of
loud
it?
too, Varia.
All
All of it was
Okay.
spoken out loud.
So Ferris says to Eska, that's okay. Kind of deserved it. How about we just go get breakfast together?
But we can do that.
I walk over to Eska. Well, as he's like walking out of the room, I say, "Don't feel guilty. What's done is done. Just like make up for it now. But it's okay. You guys said you're sorry. You mean it. You're fine." And I just walk off to my room.
Okay, so Phelan's off to drive the kids to soccer practice. Eska and Farius, you head downstairs for breakfast. You see Wynn serenely sitting at a table, calmly eating some berries. You look up a little bit above Wynn, and you see Strata hanging upside down from a support beam like a bat.
Oh,
Same shit as
Wynn
always.
looks at them and goes,
Same shit as always.
That I have been left upstairs by myself, and everyone else is like scattered. I go down the stairs, but me, being the dramatic bitch I am,
Oh no.
just as Wynn is going, I come like hanging down the stairs, just screaming good morning.
Alright, so Conley comes bounding down the stairs, making an awful lot of racket. Strata, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Yep.
At the time of I probably can hear Conlay's good morning from my room, so I'm just gonna follow them downstairs now at this point.
Yep, alright. What'd you get?
22.
22. Okay, so Strata, you are startled by this noise, but instinct takes over and you push with your foot off the side of the beam, flip around, and do a 3-point landing on the table in front of Wynn with her berries. Phelan, you come in to the scene of Strata just landing on the table, Conley had arms spread, like, just coming down the stairwell, Eska and Farius just sort of looking at the table like, why this? And Wynn still munching on berries.
no, wait. When Sarah lands, Wynn just goes, good job, and, like, shoves an arm around with some berries.
Alright. Strata, do
I'm
you
just-
take the berries?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Conley.
Can I?
And ignores all of them and everything that's going on. And is Jay or Annabelle at the bar currently? Or like,
Annabelle right now, Jay's not much of a morning person.
okay. He comes down the stair. The way I picture this, the stairs are like, anyway, he like swings around from the stairs, stamps his hands on the bar, and he goes, "Good morning, Annabelle, how are you?" And he waits for her response. He doesn't really process it, but he waits for it. And then he like lifts himself up to kind of sit on the bar, not throwing his feet over to the other side, but still sitting on the bar, kind of invading her personal space, and puts a hand on her shoulder and goes, "So, Annabelle, here's the thing, right?" And I know I'm gonna have to make a persuasion roll for this, but I'm going into this knowing that. So, like, we had a really, really long day yesterday, and none of us are exactly proficient in the gold area, if you know what I mean. And I know you got some stale bread back there or something. Like, can you just throw us something, man? Give us a couple glasses of water.
Yeah, persuasion check.
Where's Phelan right now?
27.
What?
What a fun little family. we are.
27. Oh, it was a nat 20 plus a 7 modifier.
Her eyes go wide with concern, and she goes, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Here, you know what? I understand. I've been there. Well, I've been there. I know people who've been there. I understand." And she just like pats you on the cheek and hurries off towards the back. There's some clanking and clattering, and she hands you a plate of honey apple toast with 3 slices of bacon on the side and says, "Don't worry about it," and just shoves it towards you.
Aw, that's so
So much.
sweet.
And then I walk to the table that Wynn and Strata are currently standing on, and I kind of like set it on the edge, waiting for one of them to notice so I can slide it further onto the table.
Oh, wait, hold up. I have a question.
Yes.
This is not very important, but since Declan, Loki forgot your name for a second because I was thinking Conley. Since he said that we're sitting on the table, how tall are the chairs? Because like they're either gonna be too tall for everyone else, or Wynn's just gonna have her hand over.
Okay, as a halfling, well, one, Jay's Tavern prides itself on, Dragonstone Tavern prides itself on accessibility. So you have 2 options. You could have pulled one of the taller barrels over as opposed to one of the regular stools, or you could have stood on your stool. So theoretically, you can reach the table.
Nice.
Okay, so Conliad, you successfully obtained breakfast. When you're eating, yes, Strata.
I'll get off the table and sit in an actual chair now.
Okay. How do you sit? Do you sit normally, or do you do some weird, crazy monk shit?
No more flips, please.
In a handstand, like one hand on the stool and just upside down,
I meant more like, do you like sit up on your feet? Do you like throw one leg around one stool? Are you sitting like a gay or a straight?
Yay!
Gay.
Yay!
Wonderful. So Strata arranges herself over 3 separate stools in an acrobatic pose that most of you couldn't hope to get to even after hours of stretching. So, what are Eska, Farieth, and Phelan doing? Because y'all are still just standing.
So you can go ahead, Eska. Oh, no, you go ahead. So I'm just like, Varied ate a while ago because they had like some leftover meat in their stash. And they just casually walk over, pull a chair, sit on it backwards,
and like at the table with Wynn and Conley and Strata.
All
Good
right.
morning.
Good morning, darling.
Want some berries?
Eska and Farieth, breakfast. What's it like for you?
Farieth is gonna walk up to Annabelle
Okay.
and ask them if they have any very strong drinks.
Any strong what?
Drinks. I almost died today. I kind of need one.
She
It's still 9 in the morning.
she kind of looks you over.
I've already almost died.
5 o'clock somewhere.
She looks you over a bit. She takes in the fact that you look a little bit roughed up despite being awake all of 20 minutes and kind of goes, I'll see what I can do. And she brings you back basically a mimosa and tells you that it's 2 silver.
Okay. Crap. Where on my sheet do I find my money? Crap.
In your equipment.
Thank you.
It's up at the top. You can mark off money
Yep.
specifically. Yes.
Can I druid craft a banana?
Is there
You're
change?
pushing it. Yeah, there's change. Okay, so there's gold, there's silver. If it's gonna be a
Copper.
problem, I can literally just mark it off for you.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I only have gold.
Yeah, okay. 1 second. I got you. Equipment. Alright, there we go. Currency. So you go to silver, you crank it up to 2, and then you press remove. And I should have changed it, but I don't think it did. How much gold
Nope.
did you have?
13.
Yeah. Crap. What? Okay, hold on. So a gold is worth 10 silver. So I'm gonna remove a gold and I'm gonna add 8 silver back. There. Problem solved. I just made change in D&D.
Nice.
Wait. Remove a gold, add 8 silver, because nothing happened to my sheet.
I just did it. It updated. You're gonna have to refresh your page. Anyway.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, darlings. So most of you are eating in some way, shape, or form, with the exception of Phelan, who did not mention food, and Eska, who has not yet sat down. Farieth, I'm assuming you go back to your table with your mimosa, by the way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farieth wants to use the message cantrip real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it privately to Phelan.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Of course.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
Oh god.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
how close to me is Conlaed?
Conlad, where did you sit in relation to Wynn?
And the like stool next to her.
Alright.
Good, thank you. How many pieces of bacon are there in his plate?
3.
Cool. Wynn looks at Farieth with a mimosa looking very destroyed and goes, that's not very healthy. Steals a piece of bacon from Conlaed's plate and throws it across the table to Farieth.
Conlad, are you making an attempt to stop this from happening? Alright.
Farieth catches it, looks at Conlad, and goes, "Is this okay?" And waits for a response before eating it.
Nod and take another bite of my toast.
Okay. FYI, I'm sending the message cantrip now, and Phelan, when you get it, Farieth winks at you.
Oh god.
Yep.
I smell a
Sarah, please
fanfiction.
also send it to me.
Oh, great! I have to send it to you too.
DM, I kind of need to know what's going on.
You God can't see when you send cantrips.
God knows of your sins.
God knows when you thirst message someone, okay? So,
I'm sorry, Daddy. I've been naughty. Okay. So I'm just gonna mention this because I told this to Avery because apparently Avery thought it was something different. So the marks that are on my face are like actual part of my face. They're not like face paint or anything. So Farian sees the marks on my face turn a slight purple. I flip Fariath off and I go back to what I was doing.
Wait, Phelan is allowed to respond, like, mentally.
Phelan, you do get a chance to reply.
I do?
Yeah, what is your reply?
I don't know yet, but I'm going to think of this. Wait, no, oh, no, because if I say this...
Phelan just replies a middle finger.
No.
Phelan sends a middle finger emoji beamed directly into Fariath's head.
No. Give me
What the hell is
a
that?
second reply.
Fariath, you take 1 point of bird damage.
Oh no!
Wait, is that all that's happening? You're not responding, Phelan? Because then Fariath is gonna do
I'm responding.
Okay.
Text it to me, Phelan. Okay. So.
This is going. Conleia kind of eyes the blush and sees the middle finger because I'm assuming Phelan's still doing that despite the response.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of stands up, still holding his toast, slinks over to Uska, nudges him, points to Phelan, and goes, "You know, that could be us if you weren't such a prude."
What did you say?
Oh my sweet God. Okay.
Wait! Fariath hears back whatever Phelan says and completely chokes and starts sputtering.
Okay.
I was
okay.
gonna
I choke on my own saliva.
When chokes on her berries.
When don't choke on the berries.
Okay, so 2 of your party are choking. It's at this point that Annabelle comes over very concerned because 2 of you are choking and goes, "Dears, is there anything going? Are you guys okay? What's going on? Are you guys okay?"
I have a quick question. What did Conleia say about Eska? Like, my phone got taken away.
That could be us if you weren't such a prude. Anyway.
Oh.
Hey, guys.
Can I respond to that comment?
Hey, guys, question.
No.
Can we pause? Can we pause for 10 minutes? I have to do chores.
Oh, golly.
Alright, fine. 3 of you have started choking on your food and drinks, so Annabelle has come over very concerned. She's looking for an explanation as to what's wrong.
Fine.
Are you sure? Can I get
I
you
just-
anything? Are you okay? You look very not
No!
red, darker blue.
I'm good.
I'm
It's fine.
Okay then.
Alright.
Yes.
Oh!
What? When?
Sorry. When she came over and asked her, "You okay?" When like coughing goes, "Can we get a couple of glasses of water, please?"
Yes, of course, of course,
In between coughs.
of course.
Out of character, obviously. All that top energy you guys thought Fariath had, or Phelan had,
Phelan's a power bot.
Sorry,
I think that's pretty clear now. Anyway, Annabelle.
No.
Yeah.
Annabelle rushes off. Annabelle rushes off to go get some water. She comes back quickly with basically ale tankards, but just like hastily filled with water, and gives them to the 3 who were dying.
I was trying
Thank
to
you.
do before Anna, whatever her name is, I forgot her name for some reason, ran off.
Yes.
And I'm sorry. I had 2 different names in my head that started right but ended wrong. So this is like in relation to Fariath, because I don't think Fariath responded. So before then, Phelan had just smirked and said, "Oh, Fariath's fine, just a little tied up."
Annabelle looks a little confused. She seems to run through several emotions very quickly and then decides she doesn't want to know. And
Fariath turns really red and she starts choking again.
she just sort of awkwardly pats you on the back, trying to like stop you from choking, and then just sort of gives up and her.
Wait, before she leaves. Before she shuffles back.
Yes.
Esther, like, taking a couple of sips of water and, like, calming down. And goes, hey, could we get some breakfast or anything you have really in exchange for help with washing the dishes or something? Please.
I'm really not
Please.
supposed to give away food for free. She kind of glances at Conlade for a moment, sort of willing him to stay quiet.
It's not for free. I'm offering to do a job.
Right. Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
In this time, Farieth uses the message cantrip again, and then quickly gets up and goes back upstairs to her room.
Ah! It is session 7! Do not fuck!
The first boning.
I
I
said,
don't think it should. Have I been messaged that this was
when Farieth is in her room, she grabs the handcuffs out of her bag and sits on the bed.
We need those! Okay, I need to know what the message spell said, and I need to know what reply. Got it. Phelan, what are you doing?
You send it, Sarah.
Phelan, what are you doing?
What?
Phelan, what are you doing?
Hi. The marks on their cheeks are like even more of like a deeper purple.
They're full
And
of
they just
amethyst at this
casually-
point.
Basically, they just casually walk to the opposite end of the building, farthest away from Fairy's room as they can get. They're just gonna go lean against the wall.
Alright, so we'll come back to that momentarily.
Rejected.
Eska, what are you doing?
Actually, Strahd should go first. She's had her hand up for a while.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry,
I'll
I
do my
didn't
thing
even
in a
see
second.
you. You've got to raise higher if you're trying to get my attention that way. Yes, Strada.
Sorry. I was just gonna say Strata was unbothered until the last thing that Phelan said. Then she just started to laugh.
Great.
So
So Strada's finally
you
cracked.
go.
Wait, Wynn, hold on. I think you were talking to Annabelle at one point. You stopped at the water
Eska
and
can
then
go
food.
first.
Persuasion. What was the persuasion?
8, but shouldn't Eska go first? He's
Right, I just wanted to make sure I knew. Okay, 8. And Eska, what?
So Conlade has his arm around my shoulder, right? Or is he?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the group shot pose.
Oh, gotcha. So it's getting a little steamy in here, quite literally.
Oh, right, of course. And it kind of looks like you've been vaping. You've got a little cloud of steam kind of coming off of Eska, drifting over to you, and you're just sort of like,
Maybe we can talk later. And I go and sit down.
all right.
I pretend to be I sit down like a straight, but then I cross my legs. So
All right, that's valid. Okay, so
Conrad immediately follows, abandons wherever he was sitting, and sits down directly next to
oh,
oh.
oh my gosh. Okay.
Wait. Did you take your plate with you?
I sort of drag it across the table. Which, by the way, I got that food for all of us. There were multiple slices of toast and multiple pieces of bacon.
There were 2 slices of toast and
I
2
set
pieces
it in the
bacon,
middle
but
of the
it does not
table.
feed 6 people.
Okay, but there were several slices of toast. I have only eaten 1 slice.
Right, but there were 2.
There's
Wynn
still a
takes the
slice
other
of toast
side.
and 2 pieces of bacon left on this plate.
Wynn takes a slice of toast.
Okay. Annabelle sort of looks at you and she's like, I'm really sorry, honey, but we have to run a business. We've been giving you guys a lot of free and discounted stuff. Jay's giving you rooms for free, and this I'm doing what I can here. And she kind of ruffles your hair a little and says, I like your flowers.
That makes sense. Thank you.
If you need
Phelan
food,
walks
it's only
over.
3 silver for a meal. And yes, Phelan.
Phelan walks over, grabs a piece of toast, goes near Eska, and just whispers, "Look who's steamy now," and goes and sits across from Conrad. decide when.
I don't know where you got a piece of toast because Wynn grabbed a piece of toast. There was one remaining piece of toast.
I snatched it.
You took it from Wynn?
No, I thought there were like 3, wasn't there?
2. I was not
like,
intending for this meal to feed multiple people. There were 2 slices of toast and 3 pieces of bacon. It was breakfast for a person.
then
To be fair, Conley did ask for breakfast for all of us.
Right, and she said a high enough persuasion roll was enough to earn him a free breakfast. It cannot possibly earn all 6 of you free breakfast.
I would like to say, though, it was not just a high enough persuasion roll, it was a 27, and I did clarify that the entire group did not have enough money to pay.
You also asked for water and moldy bread. She gave you the full breakfast for free. What do you want from her? She's trying to run a business, Declan! Okay.
When Druid crafts some berries in front of Phelan.
Okay, Phelan, it's close
Just,
to
like, give you a
first
finger
grade,
gun.
but it'll do.
I give you a finger gun and a smile.
Wonderful. Okay, so Farieth, you're still sitting in the room, waiting. How long are you going to sit before you give up?
I'm gonna use my cantrip. Here, I'll send it to you after I send it to Phelan.
Yeah, you will.
Wow, this session, guys.
We've been going
We
for
had
nearly
one
an
really
hour.
wholesome session, and now we have this.
We have like a jumble.
Are we gonna complete the actual task we were sent on or not? Like, are we just gonna sit here and start a big orgy together, or are we gonna like actually give Heinrich the shell?
I gave you guys breakfast as a nice little way to like ease into the session. I thought it would take a maximum of 20 minutes.
Well, that was your mistake. Have you met us? Have you seen all of the other sessions?
Bold decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot I was on top.
We do 1 hour sessions.
wait.
It's 1 hour in game.
Hold on.
After I send the cantrip, I get up and put the handcuffs back in the bag.
Great. Farieth, I have to ask you something. Were you actually... Is your message true? Or are you attempting to...
No, it's true, it's true.
Okay, so you don't need a deception. And I'm not gonna make you roll persuasion because, I mean, this is up to Phelan. I'm not going to force them to do anything if you got a nat 20, so we're not...
Send that to Mom.
Oh.
Sarah.
Okay.
I'll leave it to you this time.
I'm suffering.
This is what they said.
I'm so sorry.
Using the message cantrip again. I say,
Phelan just like casually stands up, like gives a high five to Conlaid, ruffles Wynn's hair, like fist bumps the Strata, like does this to Eska, and then like I'll be back soon. Farieth wants to talk or something, and then just leave. And I mean really talk, nothing else, just actually talk. I say stuttering, like turning back to say that, and then walking upstairs.
Are any of y'all falling for that?
Wynn looks around and goes, should we go, like, hang a tie at their door or something?
I'm sure we can put like a do not disturb sign somewhere, you know.
Yeah,
Hey, Phelan, as you're starting, Phelan, as you're starting to leave the tavern proper, Annabelle just kind of slides you a little wooden chip that has "Do Not Disturb" carved into it, and just walks away without a word.
I your dagger down.
I heard something about a dagger.
Everything just
What is
paused. Are
happening
you guys
now?
still there? Wait, what just happened? My whole computer paused.
I don't know. Phelan, did you say something about a
What just
dagger?
happened?
What is happening now?
I didn't say anything about dagger. Fariath did.
Fariath, what did you say?
Sarah, is Sarah frozen for anybody else?
Yeah, Sarah died.
Sarah's frozen.
Sarah?
Everyone froze on my computer, so I have to restart it. I'm on my.
No.
Boy. Fariath, what?
Yes.
What did you say about a knife?
Oh, I was trying to say out of character, and this is the perfect time for that whole dagger move that's in the fanfic.
Oh, right, that thing. Okay.
Wait, can anybody hear I can't hear Fariath. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So we'll get to this in a hot second. The remaining 4 of you who are not upstairs potentially having times, what's going on?
Wynn goes, okay, who took stuff from the sirens?
Phelan did. I think.
Phelan and Faria.
Can I be heard?
Yeah.
Hey, can I?
Oh, well, crap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of need the 2.
Megan, is that in response to my cantrip, or what is that?
Oh no, that's just in general.
Oh, Megan hates me now.
Sorry.
No, I'm not the only one joking.
Okay. So, while you guys are discussing that, and Wynn died, yes, Conlad.
Conlad kind of takes this opportunity to get a little bit more serious than usual. Like, not completely serious, because he's never completely serious, but he gets a little bit more serious than usual. And he goes up, and he's like, guys, I know 2 of us are missing, but I'm not gonna get a chance to say this again because we're chaotic. And I was thinking last night, and I realized that I was kinda not in the right place for leaving y'all to fend for yourself with the sirens. And I feel really bad about it. So if I ever try to pull anything like that again, just feel free to hit me or yell at me. Kill me if you must. I really do want to be an active member of this group, and y'all seem like such a nice family. And I would like to be a part of that.
We do seem like a nice family.
With 2 of you potentially boning upstairs. Phelan, you aren't here. You don't get to contribute to this conversation.
Sorry.
Okay, Wynn just looks very soft and just, oh.
No. Eska, you're too far away to hear. Try again.
I mean, no one died. It's fine.
What?
We're okay. I kind of like do the bro punch, like on the shoulder, you know, like this the soft little tap.
Right.
Then I look at a wall
Conlad?
because I don't know how to socialize.
Conlad looks extremely not uncomfortable with the bro punch, but he knows that it's very Eska's normal standard of being, and so he sort of looks at it and then reciprocates, but with squinted eyes. It's just like, you okay, buddy? But he doesn't say it. It's all in the eyes.
Right.
Not looking at him. Just,
Oh boy. Alright.
ah,
Yeah, speaking of injuries though, real quick, Eska, have you checked on...
oh, I have not yet. I was just kind of leaving it alone.
Cool.
I'm gonna leave it. Still have Conlad's part of his cloth wrapped around instead of the bandage, so.
Right.
Oh, how sweet. It's like a promise ring.
I dig it. Okay.
Sure, that holds in my neck organs, you know.
Sure.
You have organs in your neck?
Yeah, sure.
You don't know how
Do
fish
you
work.
not have organs in your neck?
No, I have veins and arteries.
You don't know how fish
Doesn't
work.
have
Everybody.
organs in their neck.
Order in the court.
So we leave that wholesome temporarily go upstairs. What is going on up here with you two?
I don't know, man. Has Phelan arrived yet?
Phelan
One
has just
second.
knocked on your door.
Has what?
Just knocked on your door.
I open the door and say hi, and my face is very clearly red. Privately texting me and said, "Wait, was that private or was that on here? What was that?
Was on the tavern.
Wait,
Okay,
was
so
that private or on the thing? No. Okay.
no, that was on story mode. Okay. I didn't say boner in the court, I said order in the court, and I didn't say hold your teeth, I said hold your peace. Let's try to be civil here. Alright, you two, fuck is going on with you? You fucking or not?
Farius with a very red face says hi.
I like
Then stands aside for Phelan to come in.
Okay.
I like casually walk in but stay near like away from like Phelan. Not Phelan. Whoops. Sorry. Between like away from Various. Like just like putting distance to that. So it seems
I
way faster.
I hold eye contact with Phelan as I close the door.
Oh god. Please leave the door open. Please leave the door open.
Phelan, as you step in and Farius starts to close the door, you become very aware of the fact that you're still holding the little wooden thing with the hook.
No. I set that back on the table. I set that back on the on like the little thing.
Okay.
The bar. I said back on the bar.
Fine. I didn't catch that, but I'll let it happen, sure.
I said it, my computer was just breaking.
That's valid. Proceed. Wait, hold
Let's
on,
leave
guys.
the door
Final decision. I almost said ready. Final decision. Door open or closed?
Open.
Closed.
Open.
You guys
Fine,
can-
open, but
I picture them going back and forth, like one hand
Yeah,
on the
y'all
handle,
can
just
sit there racking the door all day while the rest of the party goes and does it.
ajar. Okay, it's half closed, half open.
Fine.
Fine.
Compromise is the first step to a healthy relationship.
What did you want to talk about? Farius?
Randy, is it a stretch to say that I have a paper and a pen in my bag?
No, with your background, not at all.
Okay. I quickly I turn red, I grab a piece of paper and a pen on my bag, and I start scribbling furiously. Do I have to tell them what it says, or can I just tell you two?
You can tell us too if you would like.
Okay. And I hand it to Phelan, and it reads, "I'm too nervous to say it out loud. Would you like to go out with me one day?"
I'm supposed to respond here. Okay. No, that was not okay. No.
And then as you read it, Farius blurts out, "Nothing serious, just, fun. Just the two of us," and then stops talking.
Valen shoves the paper back into, like, Farius' hands.
Ah, no!
Happening.
I don't know.
I accidentally went to the tavern.
The door.
Avery is being the absolute best human being alive.
I accidentally went to the tavern. What's happening?
So I am shoving the paper back into Farius' hands. I am walking out the door. I'm going to my room. I'm shutting the door, and I'm like leaning against the door and sliding to the floor and just banging my head into the door.
Okay.
Did you say anything?
No, I did not.
Wait. Phelan, I need you to roll a strength check.
Phelan, I'm not gonna like softly like tapping my head on the door.
You said banging.
Okay, but like, okay, I use different terms for different things. Like, it's like a gentle tap against the door.
But you said banging.
Farius very dejectedly just kind of looks at the note in their hand, looks down, places a note in the trash can and goes downstairs to where the rest of the people are.
Oh,
That was the worst cock block I've ever seen.
that was rough. Hey, Phelan, what was that strength check?
18.
18. You, as a paladin who is relatively strong, when you throw your head back into a door, things happen. It's not a huge head-sized hole, but you've knocked out a tiny little wound of the wood there. You've made an
Hey,
opening.
they wanted the door open, now their door is forever open.
Very, okay,
Hold on.
very subtler. What when? Yes, when?
Sorry.
Yes, win.
Can we please hear that?
Oh yeah, you guys from downstairs. Here's what this looks like to you four downstairs. Farieth comes down looking somewhat dejected, and as she's like 3 steps
Wait,
from
no. Pause.
Yes.
Pause that. So when I'm banging the door, I'm saying Farieth is still in the hallway.
Uh-huh. Sure.
So Farieth
Please.
see this. Phelan quickly stands up, shouts, "Oh shit!" Opens the door, looks at Farieth, is in a panic, says, "I'm very sorry. I'm useless gay," runs downstairs to Annabelle? I don't know her name. Annabelle says, "I broke the door."
Okay, so what you guys actually
Wait. Before Phelan shows up, just hears bang. Oh crap! I'm so sorry. I'm useless gay and just looks at Conley and goes,
Right, so you guys hear that, you see
When Farieth comes
go
downstairs,
charging down. Hold on, you guys hear that, you see Phelan go charging down the stairs, Farieth sort of slowly following behind a few moments later. Yes, Conley.
Before anyone actually comes downstairs and after Wynn looks at me and goes, I just sort of rub her hair and very sarcastically go, "You'll understand when you're older, sweetie."
wait, is anyone sitting next to Conley?
wraps his hand away.
Wynn is on the other side of
Besides-
Conley, I believe.
Who's next to Conley?
Wynn.
Darn it.
Conlay's between Eska and Wynn. So, Phelan, you're talking to Annabelle, you said you broke the door.
Yes. Oh, wait, no. So after I say I broke the door, I look up, I shout, "I'm an idiot!" Run back upstairs to use ding on the door.
Okay, she kind of just, sort of reaches out almost to stop you, thinks better of it, and you five who are still downstairs hear her mutter, "Well, that was fast," and then just get back to life.
Farieth,
Look around at
Farieth
the rest of the
hears that
tavern.
word.
What is everyone else on the tavern doing? Like the strangers.
Oh, okay, so...
Are there strangers in the tavern?
Oh yeah.
There's an older dwarven man who has been
Yeah,
too
there's
drunk
other
to do
people who
anything. Every
hear
time
it.
there's a loud noise, he just goes and cradles his little flagon closer. And there are also 2 young half-elf men who you would assume are probably on a date, who have been sort of looking over that every time there's something weird going on, but they don't want to be involved, but they're probably going to tell their friends about it later.
When shoots them a thumbs up.
One of them with
We
sort
need
of-
to leave.
yeah, one of them with sort of lighter tips to his hair just sort of goes, and his friend kind of his date kind of just pushes his hand back down no, don't talk to these people.
So,
Yes.
Phelan?
Wait, hold on. Nope. Pause. Strata.
Strata.
What?
When that all happened, I just kind of get a look of nostalgia on my face. I was like, that reminds me of something, and then just mutters to myself.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
Suspicious and cryptic. All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Yeah.
Yes. Phelan?
When I hear the whole "that was fast" comment, Farieth just kind of looks down at her hands and fidgets.
Oh. Ouch. Phelan, what are you doing? You cast Mending on the door.
I cast it. Yeah, it's my cantrip, so it's not going to do like a spell slot.
Right.
So I just come downstairs muttering, "Mending. I should know mending. Mending was obviously the thing. Why am I such an idiot? Father told me better." And then I cut off at the end of the sentence because I see everybody else and just shut up.
Wonderful. We've got all kinds of little tidbits here. All right.
Father, don't be mad.
Yeah, you guys heard Phelan muttering something about their father as they're coming down from what, to the best of y'all's knowledge, was an encounter with Various. Yes, Conlad.
Kinda cheating. It's kinda cheating. It's kinda cheating.
But
In theory, could I use Thaumaturgy similarly to a message cantrip where I sort of make like a bubble of a whisper around somebody's head so that only they could hear it? Or like it's only loud enough so they can hear it?
no, there's other spells for that. No. You're gonna have to learn some kind of like cone of silence or something if you're gonna do something like that.
Conley
could
knows
take-
sign language.
You could just go up to whoever it is and whisper.
That's also an
That's
option.
true, but
Are
that's
you guys aware that magic isn't the only answer? No.
can't breathe. It's horrible.
Only one of you can't cast
This is
like
great.
at all. And actually, no, wait, no, none of you can't cast at all. All of you have like either a racial or a class ability. And good lord. Okay.
Little magic babies.
I wish we were making magic.
this
I'm not
session.
being
we're
around
into
this
this.
session. Go.
The best thing about this session is Leah's reactions. Oh my goodness. Please go back later and just watch Leah. You're so cute.
Now.
Conlad comes to his senses. Conlad realizes that for once all of us are kind of in the same spot. Well, Phelan's upstairs, but all of us are kinda in the same spot.
No, Phelan came back downstairs. Except for Megan's back. But
I
Phelan
still
came back-
leave.
Phelan came back downstairs. Phelan, did you join the table?
I paused, but then I walked over very quickly and sat very far away from Phelan.
Fair.
Okay.
So, Fair and
So,
Phelan are on
Conlad-
the opposite ends of the
Can't get
table.
the names right, life of me.
Even though it's a round table, but sure.
Conlad, who has been slowly munching on his one piece of toast this entire time, just taking little tiny dramatically,
He's
Finishes
into a little
his
snake
last
flick.
bite, then stands up, slams his hands on the table, and goes, "Okay, been goofing off for like an hour or so now. I think we're all sufficiently awake. I think we've all had a day already. Unfortunately, the day's just begun. So who has the shell and where are we going with it?"
Probably the
Wait,
I don't know.
I've got the shell.
speaking by the way. When speaking by the way. Wait,
Yes.
before we take the shell anywhere, everyone that got things from the sirens, put them all on the table. And she just reaches her hand back on her bag, which is behind her back, by the way, and like throws the stuff that she got on the table.
Okay.
Mine's upstairs.
Go get it!
Phelan,
Mine's upstairs too.
Why? Why? It's just a trident.
Because unless you want to go with some questionable magic items, may I please figure out what the hell they do?
Okay. Just walks upstairs to go grab it.
Farius timidly follows Phelan to go upstairs to grab the trident shell that she took.
Anybody else?
No, there was the three of us.
Oh, okay. But someone else had to grab the trident. It was just
I did. I did.
Yeah, I know.
There were
Picked up.
3 sirens and 3 tridents.
I know now. I'm just dumb.
Yeah. Alright, so a big old pile. What are you doing to them, Win?
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay. That's not a problem. So the Farius, did you put everything you found down, or did you just put down the trident?
The trident and then the shell I kept in my hand.
Okay. And is that it?
Yeah, that's all I found, I'm pretty sure.
Nope, you found bracers.
Oh, okay. Put the bracers on the table too. Thank you.
Alright. So, you cast Detect Magic. You guys see a faint sort of glow around Wynn for a moment. The tridents do not light up, so you can rule those out pretty quickly. The handful of pearls don't light up. The necklace sort of does, like it's almost got an echo of some power that it might have once had, but not like... It doesn't seem to actively be emitting magic, but it seems like it's at least been exposed to magic, if you know what I mean. The bracers light up, and the shell in Farius' hand also just glows.
Detect magic also says that I can find out the school of magic of whatever.
Okay. I might go back on this one, Anna, to be perfectly honest with you, because I didn't think about it in terms of schools. But I will say that the leftover on the necklace is... Oh, what is that one that's like for... Well, see, now I'm having a moment here. I guess I'll have to keep this in mind. Evocation, right. I will say that the necklace has remnants of evocation, the bracer has abjuration, and the shell has conjuration. Yep, and I might change those, so I'll let you know if that changes, because you kind of caught me off guard, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay.
Sorry.
I forgot
do
about
those
that
like
element.
do the schools just like light up on top, or do only I know?
Only you know. It's not like you've got like a hologram or a projection or something. This is... In fact, the rest of you guys, Wynn's just staring intently at a pile of stuff. It's not even glowing for you. That's only for Wynn.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So Wynn points at trident. No magic. Pearls. No magic. Necklace. Used to have a vocation, but not anymore. Braces. Abjuration. Shell. Conjuration.
What does abjuration mean?
Abjuration, that's that would be abjuration is like protection type of thing. That's like stuff you'll find on like armor, various stat buffs and things.
Okay.
If I'm remembering correctly, because again, you caught me off guard and my schools of magic are a little fuzzy. I'm double checking that while y'all discuss. Yeah, it's protection.
So I think we should probably take the shell to Irene's shop.
Einri.
Dang it.
Come on.
Heinrich's shop. That's probably the best idea, and hopefully we can get the way into the tunnel that was blocked off by some rocks. Whatever rock, like the boulder rock thingy.
Oh.
That makes sense. That was me speaking wrong.
Okay.
Galen would have said that very elegantly. Might I just say?
Let's
Sure.
What did Eska say?
Eska, what'd you say?
I'm ready to go, so.
Alright.
I am ready to go. So.
Do you need to fix your hair?
No. Fine. I stand up and I get ready to leave.
Okay.
Gathering the stuff.
I stand up and join him.
Are you all finally leaving this tavern?
Yes.
Wynn shoves the
time.
rest of Wynn shoves the rest of the toast, like eats it very quickly. Puts the stuff that she got from the sirens back on her bag, takes the other 2 pieces of bacon that no one took, and walks away.
Wonderful.
Okay, I have a character question. I forgot what bracers are again.
Yeah, me too.
They're
They're like
okay. So I've got a
Aren't
bracelet
they like the things that
on.
here?
A
Oh, they're the arm
bracer
thingies.
goes to like here on the arm. They clamp usually, and they're armor. You know those things Wonder Woman has that she's like blocking bullets with in the movie?
Yeah.
Those are bracers, roughly speaking.
Okay, so Farius stands up, puts the bracers that she found on, and then is still holding picks back up the shell, and then walks out and follows everyone.
Okay, cool.
Strata gets up and she like stretches kind of like a cat almost before walking off.
Oh wow.
So cute.
She's a bat. She's a cat. She punches a rat. All right.
There you go.
Acrobatic.
I mean, she did kill a ton of rats, so.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. So
And
are
then
we
go.
leaving the tavern? Is that what's happening right now?
We
Oh my
are.
god.
Okay. So you guys
Correct.
are going where?
To Inery
To
Mount
Henry's
shop.
shop.
The
He's
shop
not
of Iron
playing.
Mount.
You're going to Einries?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to Einries to return the shell you found. Got it.
Yeah.
Hey, Deck, you're frozen. Didn't know if you were dead. Are you dead? Yes or no?
I can see Deck just fine.
Welcome back.
My bad.
Wait, Declan, say something?
Say words.
Hello.
I can
Hi,
hear
I'm back.
Hi. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, so you guys are going to Einry, pick up the shell. Got it. Or return the shell, sorry. Okay. So you guys are going there. Great. You get there, it's just as weird as you remember. Door closed, building seems kind of ramshackle except for the really bright sign that's covered in sparkles that says Iron Mop's Enchantment Shop with 2 P's and an E. You knocking, going right in. What's going on? Conlade, if you recall, you do in fact know Einry, as you spent more time here than the rest of the party. What are y'all up to?
I would walk in and like immediately go and look for her
You're just going right on in?
out in the front. And when I see her, I'm like, "You've got visitors," and then I just walk back out to where the
Can I pick up and put her on my shoulder?
Yes, you can, if Wynn allows it. Is there a reason?
Yes, there is. When are you allowing this?
Wait, it depends. How are you doing it? Are you like...
Like, just like setting you on my shoulder.
Yes, but like, are you coming from behind? From the front? Are you letting me know that you're doing this first? Or do you just like...
Okay, you're like by my side. I look at you. I like sort of ask like, "Hey, is it okay if I pick you up and do something dramatic?"
Sure, go for it. Just stick my arms out in your direction.
Walks into Einry's shop and say, "Now pronouncing Miss Wynn," and then like lifts her up and sets her on the floor in front of me.
Okay.
Wynn's just giggling her head off and like bows.
Farius watches kind of jealously.
Einry, like, leans around the corner, and this time she's got, like, goggles kind of lost in her hair. If you squint, you can see the lenses reflecting. And she leans down, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know we had royalty visiting!" Your Majesty. And she, like, bows, and her horn, like, comes dangerously close to just conking you in the head.
Giggles even more, like covers her face a bit with her hands and just pets Einry while she's down there.
Phelan's just like laughing a little bit and smirking.
She looks up, and she's like, "So, royalty? Traveling with royalty? No. Connie!" and she like tackles you, like you stagger backwards under the force of a very excited hug.
I return the hug. I say, "Missed you too, Ainri," and then I kind of like hold my hands at her shoulders, waiting for her to let go some so I can push her back to arm's length and return with. As much as I love her, she still makes me slightly uncomfortable.
That's valid. She gives you like one squeeze, sort of half spins you, and then lets you go, and you sort of stagger a few more steps as she bounds off. And she looks around, she's like, "Oh, right!" And she points at Eska, goes, "The purple one," and points at Strata and goes, "The pink one." And the blue one, she points at Phelan, and the green one, she points at Various.
And the one that
You
can't read would be Faria.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm not in the
I'm
mood.
sorry. I don't mean to mock your disability. I have a hard time remembering people, and it helps to have like one trait that I know is true no matter what, that doesn't change based on outfits or the day.
Just walks over, wraps an arm around Faria and says, "Do you need me to teach you to read, sweetheart?"
Whoa!
A fairy kind of just shakes off Phelan, mutters something, and says, "I'm gonna wait outside," and hands the shell to Eska and goes out.
Oh, okay. Alright. I just kind of watch Faria go.
Ainri sees what you have and just like bounds over. She's like, "Whoa, that's pretty. Where'd you get it?"
We went through a lot of trouble to get this to you, so I kind of hold my hands out, just waiting for her to take it.
She sort of like reaches out to you. And she's like,
It's yours.
"My birthday was a month ago."
What?
My birthday was a month ago. Why do I get a present? Is it Winter's Crest yet?
Yeah.
And then she checks a watch that doesn't exist and goes, "No, that's not for a few months. Why are you here?" She's very close to you, Eska. She's like up in your face.
Win just steps in between them because she saw Eska getting uncomfortable, kind of like make some space between them. Goes, you asked us to go find your shell, and we thought this was it. Would this happen to be the shell that got stolen a while ago?
She kind of looks at it and she kind of like reaches out, looks to you, like, may I?
Yes, you may.
She grabs it, she's gone. She like loops around the bar and like looks at it, turns it over and over in her hands. She holds up to inspect it, and then her eyes light up and she places the end of the shell against her lips and just whistles into it. And you're expecting like a shrill noise, but it's oddly beautiful. You all feel a wave of energy pass over you, except for you, Farius, you're outside. There's a moment of fear that she's done something. You get the sense that she's cast a spell, and you start like instinctively looking for damage. But it quickly fades. That like fear fades, and instead, as the short melody ends, you feel inspired to push forth in your mission. And Ainri grins widely at you all, and you all can mark on your character sheets that you now have inspiration.
Of course I left.
No,
Farius.
Love Farius.
Shut up, Phelan.
I don't know if you do, actually.
Your actions aren't showing it, and they hurt.
You don't know how Phelan reacts to things.
Phelan, the
You know what they've been through.
of mixed signals.
You banged the hole into the door and didn't say anything and left. You didn't even say no. That would have been better.
Alright, do you guys all know how to mark inspiration, or do I need to help you?
I don't know how to do that.
Little sunshine thing at the top. I've been waiting to be able to use that.
Yes.
It's cute. I love it.
What?
Is everybody else good? Declan, Strata? Oh, Megan? Okay. So on your character sheet, there's a little thing that says inspiration, and if you click it, a little sun pops up. It's like right next to your hit points.
Oh. It says inspiration. How do I click it? Click this.
You just press the box, and then it lights up a little sun, and that means you have inspiration. which
It's a little sun and it makes me so happy, and I've been waiting so long to be able to click on that thing so that I could see the sun again.
and that either it does something. I'll have to tell you what inspiration does. Give me a moment. I'm pretty sure I know, but I'll have to look it up again. Anyway, she grins widely at you all, and she says, "Thank you. This is exactly what I was looking for." And she tucks the shell away into somewhere. Her dress seems to have more folds than it should, and it seems like they're all pockets, but somehow none of them are pockets. She claps once, leans in towards Phelan, and goes, "Now then, you guys were looking for the temple, right? With the tunnels?"
Yes, that would be lovely if you could help us.
Okay. She rushes to your desk. She rushes to her desk and fumbles around with some parchment and a vibrant green quill. Like, you don't know what bird made this. You're almost scared to ask. She scribbles a message, like, very quickly, and then just thrusts like the little paper parchment thing just like right at Wynn. It like comes at you a little too fast. It's almost like one of those little thrown footballs the way she's folded it, and it just kind of pings you right between the eyes.
Hey, Randy.
Yes.
Now a good time to say that Ferris takes a deep breath and just walks back in and walks over to Conway and just stands next to him.
Yeah, sure, you can come back in. You've missed the inspiration, though. Alright.
That's cool. I just don't want to miss any more information, so I figured I'd come back in.
That's valid. When you have received this piece of paper.
I pick it up and I look at it.
Alright. It simply just says, "Hey, I need help," and it's signed with a flourish and an E, and that's all.
It's signed with a what?
A flourish, you know, like a little flourish, and an E for Einri.
She kind of like gives Einri a little look and then starts slowly coming closer. Ooh, and then she she does say that. Ooh, and Druid crafts a leaf and a little piece of like what's it called? Like broken branch.
A twig?
I forgot what those are called. A
twig?
stick or whatever.
A
Yes,
twig.
twig. Thank you. And then she uses a twig to write on the leaf, like scratches the leaf. Writes, "Are you okay?" and passes it over to Einri.
She squints. She's like, "You're not who the letter was to, silly." And she had a boop you on the nose. She takes the leaf, by the way, and just sort of like hands it off to a wooden horse that was beside her desk, and the horse sort of takes it in its teeth and clops away.
Oh.
No, honey. Okay. No. Clearly I didn't explain right. She's like waving her hands around, her hair's flying everywhere. You give this to the handsome man with the boat. He will take you to the temple. All those hand motions are in character.
Oh, thank you.
Ferris says, "What's the handsome man's name?"
She squints. She looks down a bit. And in the softest, least hyper voice you've ever heard from Einri goes, I don't know. Anyway, no, the handsome man with the boat. He'll clear everything up, I promise.
Can you show us how to find him? Or where to find him?
1 second. Okay. So
What is happening?
she's just shaking her head and she's like, "No, he has a boat. He has a boat." And then she just sort of swifts off, like brushes past you all and is like, "I have things to do. He has a boat." And she goes and starts rummaging very loudly in the back.
Unlaid kind of follows and mutters to her a short and simple conversation before turning around and walking back to everybody and going, "I think I know who she's talking about." but I can't promise he'll be super nice to us.
Why wouldn't he
Why?
be so nice?
There's a moment of pause throughout the group, and then Ainri comes back just bright and chipper again. She's like, "Hey, how come you are always in my store and you never buy anything?" She leans in close to you, Eska, specifically.
Oh, well, it's funny that you mentioned that, actually. I would like to purchase, you know those bottles up there with the liquid? How much are those? Do you know what they do?
Ha! Well, I have several potions. She's in, like, full business mode now. She's just like, she points to one that is sort of a gray, smoky liquid, and she says, that one is 30.
Silver? Gold?
Gold. She sort of, like, skims around with her eyes. She's like, that one, and she points to one that is, like, blood red, and she says, that one's 50. And yeah. She sort of, like, looks around, she's, like, scanning them, and she said, of course, everything in the Cabinet of Fun is 2 gold each. 1 gold for friends.
Oh, well, I am a little, short on pocket money right now, so I can't get the expensive ones, but, could I get 2 from the Cabinet of Fun, please?
Which 2? There are 4 vials. You have no idea.
Oh.
You have no way of knowing what's what, and she just asks you which 2.
Is there, like, a difference between any of them? Do they all look the same?
These aren't necessarily potions. They seem to be components to maybe make potions.
Okay.
And they are all, like, chopped up, and they're in sort of colored vials, so it's hard to see what's what.
Actually, I'll take all of them.
Did you say all of them?
I did say all of them. How much would that be?
That would be 4 gold. She beams at you. She seems delighted. She, like, scoops them all off and just sort of, like, dumps them into your lap. Like, very suddenly you have to scramble to catch all of them. And then she hugs you and you almost drop them again.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And then she just, like, jumps back
You,
suddenly and holds out her hand. I have a bag. Gold, please.
Yes. I rifle through my bag and I drop the 4 gold.
She takes them and she sort of tosses them to a treasure chest, which opens up and you can see the teeth inside, and just sort of grabs them out of the air. And then the lid shuts.
Pleasure doing business with you, friend.
You too. Anyone else? What about you, little one? She leans down to you, Win.
What's, like, around the shop?
Well, there are lots
What can
of
we
things.
see?
There are lots of things.
So, not asked in character. Not asked in character.
At first glance around, you see a variety of different things. There's a large axe. There is a necklace hanging off of a mannequin. There are some potions, as stated. There is a dagger on the wall. There is what you would recognize as a bag of holding. There are a couple of various wands. There is a black case that you cannot see in, and perched on a lovely little floral pillow, there is a simple wooden crown that seems to have little flower buds woven into it.
Again, not in character. Bag of holding. That's the one that, like, has a lot more space inside than it appears, right?
Correct.
Wait, what are the, like... Okay. How much for the bag of holding?
Well, she looks.
You gonna, like, put all your goo in it?
She looks and she seems like she wants to help you. She seems like, well, since you've been so nice to me, I could mark it down to 100.
Okay, maybe not.
Thank
you, anyways.
While while Einri is distracted with Eska and Wynn, Unlaid, is he by a shelf or like a rack of some sort?
Everything is a shelf. Everything is crowded beyond reason, and it's hard to even see where the shelves are because there's so much stuff piled up on top of itself. But you guesstimate there's probably a shelf somewhere under this pile of junk that you're standing next to.
Well, I have two questions.
Now I'm gonna wear that.
You're so cute.
Purple. Nice. Alright. So, Irene very happily puts the flower crown on her head, and as stated, she gave you the little crown. How long does Detect Magic last? Because you cast it earlier. How long does it last? You're muted, Wynn.
I've been talking and I completely forgot I was mute.
I thought you were just looking for the
10 minutes. Up to 10 minutes if I was concentrating, but I wasn't.
Right, so no. Okay. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, 10 minutes. That's too short. Anyway. So yeah, you take the little crown. Anyone else
Give
doing
it to
anything?
Faria.
Okay, you hand it to Faria. Anyone else doing anything?
Are y'all ready to go? I
From
need
Leia-
to find the handsome guy.
Yes?
Unlaid seems like the first one out the door, basically like bolting out, not even leaving the door open for anyone else.
Okay.
Farius runs at Conley, and when she does, she asks him, "What's the deal with this handsome dude that Irene won't shut up about?"
Hold on, hold that thought. Actually, you know what? Conlad, as you're starting to turn out the door, the rest of you see Einri hold out her hand. Conlad, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
12.
Spaghetti-o.
We just had the
12?
magical equivalent of like passing through those little metal things at shops and the alarms going off because his clothes still had the thingamabob.
Yeah. 12?
Oh,
Yeah.
Conlad, Einri's your best friend. You would never do something like this to hurt her. In fact, you should probably go say goodbye properly. And so you do. You go back in and walk right up to Einri with a smile on your face.
I walk up to Einri. I say that it was lovely to see her again. Say thank you for inviting us into your shop and being so kind and for letting me stay there all that time.
She puts
She
puts a hand on your shoulder and cuts you off. Says, Connie, darling, Connie. And she's just smiling at you. She's like, you know, I don't appreciate when people take things from me. I really don't. Give it back, please. And Conlad, because you are charmed, you do in fact feel compelled to do as she asks.
I give her back. Wait, okay. How much does I have?
She doesn't know what you took. She knows you took something. If you try to deceive her, you're gonna need to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
I hand her back wait, okay, give me a second. I gotta think this through.
Oh boy.
So Phelan turns to Wynn during all of this happening, says, "Hey, Wynn, darling, could you make a flower, like a rose or something? Just like a flower? I don't know what flowers you can make.
What color? I can make any flower. What color rose?
Purple.
Aw. Hey,
Yeah.
Conlad,
Sure.
what was that
How's the
wisdom
purple?
save, bud?
Wisdom save was a 17, but I only give her back the vial.
Okay.
When Druid crafts a purple rose, on her hand and another one on Phelan's like hair behind their ear thing, and hands the one in her hand
Alright.
to the thing.
Thank
While
you.
that whole thing is
Phelan-
going on, Ainri looks at you with a very tight smile, Conlad, and she takes the vial and she just smiles at you. Her eyes are piercing into yours. And she pockets the vial, reaches out, gives you a little too hard pat on the cheek and says, "There's a good lad." And then suddenly your will is your own again.
Rolls
Phelan,
out the door. I leave. I'm gone. Yeah.
Phelan takes
I
you-
rushed out after Conlad, like I was going to earlier, to ask him what's the deal with this dude.
Right.
Okay, before I proceed, Theriath was the one who lost the dagger to throwing it at somebody on the dock, right?
No, Phelan was.
Farius or Phelan?
Phelan threw a dagger.
Okay. So then, pocket that for a minute. I tell Theriath when I was sort of living/working in the shop for Ainri for a couple days, there was a guy who would come in who was admittedly, like, kinda good looking. And he seemed to know Ainri, but Ainri never really processed who he was. And I could almost know his name, but I couldn't really pronounce it correctly. And I did know a vague idea of what he
Of what he
and I'm
was?
sure that he had he would know who I was, but he was very. He kept his.
Okay.
Yes, Phelan.
So Ashley, before Farius can run out of the room,
Oh no.
Phelan dramatically
I knew where this was going the second you said purple.
Yep. Here he goes.
dramatically gets on one knee, holds out the rose, and says, "For you, m'lady."
Quick second.
Wait. No, hold
Quick
on.
second. While this is happening. Okay.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Phelan, you're doing a dramatic motion to cut Theriath off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Phelan,
Hey.
you're doing a dramatic motion to cut Theriath off, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to make a dexterity check.
Oh no.
Hey guys.
Yeah,
Guys.
yeah.
I gotta run for another 5 minutes.
Alright, so are we good? Are we ready to keep going?
Yeah.
Great. So, Phelan, with that dex check,
Please don't break on me, computer.
let's talk about this. You try to do a sort of dramatic romantic sweep around. I like to imagine you've got the rose in your teeth, but you don't have to.
Please no.
No, I think the teeth is important.
I feel like that's important. I kind of dig it.
No, it's in her hand.
No,
It
but
is in her hand.
like teeth sort of
This is like a
spin
whole
around,
comic-y.
land, hand it over. You know what I mean?
Nope, it is in her hand.
I
It is
disagree, but
in her
okay.
hand.
I'll give it to you. Fine. You got the rose, you
Thank
sort of sweep around. You land, but you sort of tip over and you sort of catch on to a shelf nearby, and there's some ominous rattling of things, but no total disaster. And you present the rose to Fariath. Fariath, what are you doing?
Wait.
Yes, Win. What?
As soon as Phelan gets down and Wynn realizes what's going on, she starts using druid crafts to make some purple rose petals like kind of rain down on them softly.
Okay.
Slow down a little.
Einri had just let Conley go.
This is
So-
anime.
Einri had just let Conley go, and she sees this, and she kind of claps a little, and she runs back to her shelf behind her desk. And Phelan, as you're holding out the rose to Farieth, you hear a faint bit of music coming from a not what's the word? A lyre. No, a lute. A lute is what I was looking for.
Farieth turns red, takes the rose, turns to Win, hands Win the flower crown, and says, "This was supposed to be a gift for you, but you kind of helped me pay for it, and so that kind of backfired. But this is going to be for you anyway, so here." I look back at Phelan and go, "Thanks," and rush out the door to find Conland.
Alright, also for the record, the song that Einri was playing on the lute was, in fact, Fantasy Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and I really want that to be known. So...
Oh no! I pictured her playing Kiss the Girl, like from The Little Mermaid.
I
That's
appreciate,
what I pictured too. Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
I appreciate it, but it's hard to do with a lute, and I heard Can You Feel the Love Tonight in my soul. We need to do
Okay,
this
hold
in
up.
here.
Hold up. Avery saying La 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 just made me imagine Einri playing Einri playing Kiss the Girl, and Strada and Aska just
We are the backup singers.
Fine. That's my dreams. It can be Kiss the Girl. Alright.
No, I'm sorry.
Thank
you.
Proceeding onwards. What else are the 4 remaining people in this shop doing? Phelan, you just got something. Something happened to you.
Rejected so hard.
I stand up. I'm like, I shrug and say, "Yeah, that's fair. That's how I reacted." Give finger guns to the 2 who helped. And then like
Einri
walk
switches to Fantasy You Had a Bad Day as you leave.
I would just like to point out that it was not a rejection, it was just an awkward gay moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It
something.
wasn't, yeah.
Whereas Salem was a pretty much outright rejection.
It wasn't a
No,
yes or
I
a
did
no.
not.
Conlad, what?
No.
Phelan walks out. I take the dagger out of my pocket and I sort of like, still in it. There's no chance of it actually hurting, and I'm like underhand tossing, so there's no chance of it like conking them upside the head.
Right.
But I just sort of toss the dagger in their direction.
Alright.
It's
an even catch. Phelan, you catch the dagger. You have a dagger in a small leather sheath. Simple leather sheath.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, Win. You raise your hand first.
I think Aska raised.
I saw you first, and one of you go. I don't care who.
When are you gonna walk out of the shop? Because I have a thing.
Yes, but I was gonna do stuff first.
Okay. As long as you and Strada in the shop, that would be, or like walk out with you guys, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I have a thing I'd like to say. So you
Wonderful.
go ahead first.
Okay.
Win what?
Win takes out the flower crown that she was previously wearing, which by the way was blue. Because she's just feeling the blue today. This is not important, but yeah.
Very
puts on the flower crown that she just got from Farieth. Druidcraft's white rose, gives it to Einri, saying that was very lovely, and puts the old flower crown on Einri's head.
Aw.
Along the one that Einri already had.
Einri's now wearing 2 flower crowns. They're kind of looped around her horn like a ring toss, and she looks delighted. Yes, Strada.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. When were you not done?
I was just gonna say, that if Einri didn't pick up the rose, she just sets it aside.
Oh, she definitely picked it up. She added it to her hair. It disappeared immediately among the curls.
Oh.
Yes, Strada.
As I walk out, kind of awkwardly, I glance at Win's new tiara thingy, and then leave.
Alright.
Yeah.
Strata. Win and Strata. May I speak to you?
Oh no.
Did you say Win and Strada or
Win and Strata.
Einreed?
Win and Strata.
Okay.
We can talk as we walk.
Alright,
I
is
just
everybody
have
else
a- I
leaving
have
the
a
shop
quick
now?
question.
Wait, hold on. Who's left in the shop?
I think we're all leaving.
Great. Ivy kind of waves. She's still playing the lute. One of the little wooden horses also waves at you, and the chest sort of goes, and the coat rack also gives you a little salute.
The chest noise again, please? I didn't catch it.
Painful. I just see everyone laughing, but I can't hear.
Aww.
That was lovely. Strata, Win, I just had a quick question. Anne-Marie mentioned a little something that maybe I thought you guys could answer. When I first tried to hand the shell to Anne-Marie, she said it was her birthday last month, and I was just wondering, what's a birthday?
Ooh. Okay, so apparently people have those at some point.
Okay.
I decided that I wanted one, but I don't know why people pick one date, so I just do them randomly, and it's just an excuse to eat your favorite foods and have friends over, and it's a lot of fun. And people give you gifts on your birthday.
Yeah. Typically, but if not always, it's usually kind of like an anniversary from when you were born. You know.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Laird immediately, with zero hesitation at overhearing this conversation, blurts out August 11th and just points at Eska and, like, just stares him down and repeats August 11th. That's your birthday, August 11th.
Okay.
Guys, that's like 9 days from now.
Farius just kind of looks at everyone and kind of softly goes, October 8th? And then looks down at her.
I'm gonna mark that down.
Yeah, I'll take
I'm saying without a character.
Alright. That was cute, guys. As you're walking,
Thank you.
As you're walking, when did you put on the flower crown? The new one? You said you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you
It
make
was
a
super
perception?
painful because the player knew.
Can you make a
But the
perception check for me?
On it.
I'm so confused with life in general.
Hey, gays. Let's go.
13.
13? Okay. You start to notice, and also, Farius, you also notice that, since Wynn has started walking, she seems to be followed. There is about 10 dragonflies, 5 or 6 frogs, and very notably, about 3 or 4 colored birds flying around, seemingly following Winry wherever she goes.
Why is this happening?
Oh. What happened?
Okay, Wynn doesn't even connect the fact that it could be from the flower crown. She just sees and just kneels down and starts like putting her hand towards whatever's closest to her and just
Frogs.
like very happily looking at whatever's closest and playing with animals. Doesn't even register anything.
Yeah, Farius, as you're looking around at this, you also kind of look over the edge of the dock you're walking on. There also seems to be an entire school of fish just tracking from the water.
I look at the fish and then I look at Eska and I say, "Are you doing this?"
I find that kind of offensive, actually. I'm, no.
Yes. Well, I find being poisoned at 9 a.m. offensive. So
It was not poisoned.
When
It was an accident.
Wynn turns
you
to
accidentally make my face.
oh sorry, I didn't realize.
No, Wynn, you go. We're just gonna bicker at each other.
Yeah, Win what?
Wynn turns to
It's
Eska and
political
Strahd
victory.
and goes, "Is this a birthday?"
I maybe. It looks like you're having fun. Gifts. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
Why is someone going? What's happening? What?
When you turn around and there is in fact
What just happened?
a duck that seems to have caught notice of you passing through and is now following you as well.
Wynn's eyes go really wide. Ducky! It starts really softly coming closer to the ducky.
The duck is also coming closer to you. You don't even have to approach. The duck is waddling up to you with no fear.
Wynn's practically jumping off her clothes at this point. She's just so excited, just seeing all of these friends going to her. She's just really, really happy.
Darling Wynn, it's not really normal for people to have small creatures to come up and follow them. Is there something wrong? Is there some item you have that is causing this?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You heard, Eska. It's my birthday.
When the duck walks up fully to you and just sits on your foot.
Wynn practically squeals and start like softly petting it, and with her other hand, like shuffling through her bag to try to find something to give to the ducky.
This is too precious.
This is what I'm hearing.
What?
Oh.
And I just hear Randy going, "Duh, duh, duh."
You might need to leave and come back then, Farius.
I can't. I can't. In order to get it to go, I have to completely turn off my computer.
Oh boy.
No.
Okay. Well.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well. Oh my gosh, Avery. All right.
So, when, if you look away from the duck for a moment and you look around, you will note that the dragonflies have almost doubled in numbers. The birds are coming up on a full dozen, and the amount of frogs following you is practically a plague's worth.
Wynn just starts like giggling to herself and looking around, still petting the duck, not getting far away from the duck. Just like really, really happy. It's my birthday!
Conlayed gets an idea, gets a malicious smile, looks around, and then casually says, like kind of under his breath to himself, but also loud enough that anyone who was standing close to him could hear, and in the most realization tone goes, "A duck can be used as a projectile weapon," and then takes off chasing after one of them.
Balin brushes after Conlay. No!
Wynn hears the motion, doesn't necessarily hear what Conley had said, because I feel like Wynn would be a little bit too distracted, but at least hearing the no and the running, and she just like hugs the ducky a little bit closer.
The duck doesn't seem like opposed to this at all. You have never met a duck that is totally not afraid of humanoids, but for some reason, here we are. So,
When
wait, sorry, was something going to be added to this?
yeah, Phelan shouts to Wynn while chasing after Conlay. Don't let him near the ducks.
Strata, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna politely tell Wynn that animals normally don't crowd on people's birthdays like that.
That's true. I have sugar and seeds in my purse. Is that it? She just like takes the pouch with sugar and seeds. Just holds the pouch as far away from her as she can to see if like they redirect.
Some of the animals go for the food. They're still sticking with you though.
And she takes the opportunity to like get a sugar cube, crunch it up, and like throw it in an arch, and then get like 2 or 3 seeds and also throw that, and then puts the pouch away.
The animals seem grateful for the food. They are still definitely more focused on you, although they do eat the food.
Okay, yeah, you may have a point. Looking back and forth. Oh, hold up. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
When
Actually, hold on.
Okay,
I really feel like Avery needs to share this because it's cute, and she texted it to me instead of sharing it out loud.
I didn't want to stop things.
I don't care.
Now we stopped. Okay. Anyone could cast a spare glance at Eska. You would see that for the first time since he's made an acquaintance with the group, he is genuinely smiling.
For those of you who didn't catch that, because Avery's mic. For those of you who didn't catch that, because Avery leaned away from her mic. For the first time since he met the group, Eska is genuinely smiling, watching Wynn be adorable with woodland critters.
This is character progression.
Yeah.
Episode of character progression.
When you hear a small like chittering sound behind you, and adding to the mix, there are now a couple of small rodent-like creatures also following in the parade.
Hopefully, no.
Okay. What? Sorry, someone said something.
When all I said was there are now a few more rodents following in the parade.
Okay. I cast Speak with Animals. Does that only work for one? Hold up. I don't know if that only works for one animal or for... Like, I don't know who does that affect, but I cast Speak with Animals, but who does that affect? Only one animal? All animals in, like, an area?
So I'd say you could just speak to them, I suppose.
Okay. I cast it and go, what's going on?
There's a chorus of hi. The dragonflies are all hi. It's almost overwhelming because now you can understand their buzzing. And the duck is like hi.
Sorry. I was looking at it.
So
Okay. While I love all of this attention, especially on my birthday, what's going on?
The duck especially, who seems to have been the decided leader in discussion here, with most of the dragonflies being too stupid to really answer. Dragonflies have an intelligence of 1. The duck sort of looks you up and down and is like, you're a princess. You're our princess.
When
And the duck sort of
eyes
bows
just
its
get
head
really
as if
wide.
in like respect.
Wynn's eyes just get really, really wide, and she smiles even wider than before, and she looks at the groups and goes, I'm Princess!
Phelan just walks over, smiling like a heck, and just wraps Wynn in a hug.
Fairy
Phelan,
looks at the crown on Wynn's head, looks back at Wynn's face, and then goes, I guess this gift really was worth it.
Phelan, in order to hug Wynn, you are going to have to wade through, at this point, a mob of frogs, lizards, a few turtles. If you look over the dock, the water is now glimmering with fish, and notably an octopus.
Okay.
You've given me the best thing that I could ever hope for. Rin.
Fairy looks like a little
That's good, yes.
So freaking happy, and this is not even on character. Just
You're so
You
cute.
said a wisdom saving throw. Sorry.
Wait, who said wisdom saving throw?
Did you tell me to do a wisdom saving throw?
No. I said
don't
if
know
you
where I
looked
had it heard.
over the dock, you'd have to like wade through a lot of various creatures to get to Wynn at this point, because seemingly everything within a pretty decent radius is very excited to see Winry. Yes, Eska.
Just like in general, looking over all the little friends.
Can't hear you. Try again.
Are there perchance any snakes?
Snakes?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say there's a few among the sea of frogs, lizards, turtles, a few rodents, dragonflies, and your past perception isn't high enough for what else I was going to say, so never mind.
Alright, that's fine.
okay.
Alright, what were you saying, Eska? You were just, okay, cool. Anybody else contributing to this? Yes, Strata, what? Sorry.
Can I try to pick up a lizard?
Yes, you may. It is relatively
So-
easy. You pick up a lizard, it sort of wiggles a bit in your grasp, and it goes. And when you hear no, why, and you have picked up a lizard.
Wynn turns to the lizard and goes, it's okay, she's a friend.
The lizard looks at you, says, okay, Your Highness, and then
Sorry.
Strata, all you see is that the lizard, like, flicked out its tongue and licked your hand.
I just want to pat the lizard.
You have successfully
Fairy?
caught the lizard. Yes, Fairy.
Roll for it.
When I
Fairy
go
looks
over
at
to
Strata and the lizard and whispers to the lizard, careful, she might turn you into goo.
Oh no!
The lizard does not speak your language.
Thank goodness. I did not want to calm down a lizard from a panic attack, okay?
Conlaid has requested via text to roll an animal handling check to catch one of the ducks that is following Wynn.
No.
So, yeah, I suppose animal handling to catch a duck.
15.
15.
Wait, at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
You have caught a
I
duck.
was gonna say that.
Sorry. Conlaid, you've caught a duck. It is kicking, it is thrashing its head around, but you're holding its wings down so it can't really get away. And are you coming back to the group with this duck?
I am not only coming back to the group, I am sprinting directly over to Wynn, like kind of being careful of the sea of animals, but just mainly hoping they'll move out of the way. Enthralled with my duck, go directly up to Wynn, hold it up to her face, and say, ask this one if it wants to be a projectile weapon.
When the duck looks at you and goes, help.
Oh
Did Phelan step in between Conlaid and Wynn?
You'd have to crawl through the sea. I mean, you were already there, you hugged.
I was already there.
Yeah, theoretically,
Wait.
you could step in between, but Wynn, what do you want to say?
no. Wynn reaches out and like softly takes the duck without saying anything from Conliad's hands, just sets the little ducky aside, and looks at the like flying swab, because I imagine there's a flying swab, a land swab, and a sea swab. So she looks at the flying swab, looks through, kind of trying to find one very specific ladybug, finds it. Can I please find it?
Make an intelligence check. Or investigation, which is intelligence, but you might have a proficiency. So investigation check.
Okay, hold up, let me mute myself, because...
Oh no, we like hearing the clicky-clack math rocks.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. Yeah, looking around for a bit, you find a ladybug that lands on your finger as you hold out your hand and just goes, "Mother, why did you make me?"
I'm not prepared for that.
You guys actually terrify me.
Goes, "I made you, little darling, to bring happiness into the world. Speaking of happiness, would you mind just landing on that one's nose?" Points at Conliad. "For just a tiny bit, then you can leave whenever you want. Just a tiny bit."
"Okay, mother." The ladybug zips off and lands Conliad right between your eyes on the bridge of your nose.
Farius looks at Lynn after she does this,
Talk at
and
the
then
same time. Yes, Farius?
Farius looks at Lynn after she's done this and like squeals, "Make a puppy! Make a puppy! Make a puppy!"
You cannot druid craft a dog. Conliad, what did you say?
I said I just let it happen.
You just let it happen. Alright, Phelan, what?
So Wynn, darling, this is absolutely adorable. Like, this is so cute. But I don't think having all these animals warm us is a good idea when we're getting ready to go on a boat. If you were to, like, you know, attract a whale, it could, like, knock over the boat. So let's figure out how to stop this.
Okay, that makes sense, yes. She looks back at the, like, crowd of animals. "Hey, darlings, why are you here?"
The ladybug from Conliad's nose. "You're a princess. You're a princess."
Farius asks
Um,
Wynn what they said in response.
Yep.
Oh boy, I'm Princess.
Farius then looks at you and says, "Maybe take off the crown?"
Oh, right. She lifts up the crown.
As soon as you lift up the crown, the crowd of animals sort of look not hostile towards you, but maybe a little confused. And then the ladybug goes, "Mother, I still love you." And the duck goes, "Hi. Who are you? Who are you?"
Hey, darling. She's like petting the duck. Reaches a finger
it, but it
towards the
seems a
lady.
little less snuggly.
Lifts a finger towards the ladybug, not necessarily like asking it to come, but you know, just in case it wants to. And then looks at all the animals and goes, "I'm very sorry. I didn't know that I was charming you guys. But if you," looks at ladybug, "and you," looks at duck, "want to stay with me, I would be very, very happy and give you as many treats as I can find."
How long does Speak with Animals last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? It's at this point that the duck goes, "Quack," and kind of leans into your head. Or not into your head, into like your side with its head.
Close enough.
And the ladybug lands on your finger. The rest of the crowd of animals seems to slowly disperse as whatever it was that they were following whoever they believe the princess to be, she doesn't seem to be here now, and they disperse to go about their business. Yes, Strata.
Can I? The lizard was like crawling. Can I remove it from my hair and put it on the ground?
Yeah, you can set the lizard down if you wish. You can set the lizard down. Alright.
Wynn looks back at the card and goes, I'm a mother now. And she looks at Farius and goes, best gift ever.
And on that
You're welcome.
on that wholesome and cute note, I think we're gonna end this session here. We've been going for a very long time, you guys.
I think this isn't our longest session yet.
Yeah, this is our longest session. I didn't expect the animals to take this long. I didn't even know it would necessarily happen this session. I just had it thrown in there.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, we also had
the shell to Einry, and that's about all
you
the plot
achieved.
stuff that we added. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got your next quest. You've got to go find Handsome Man in boat. Handsome Man with boat, sorry. Alright.
We have the development between Phelan and
incredibly happy right
Bye, I
now.
love you. I don't know if the recording already stopped.
Oh yeah! Bye, recording.
Who just left? What? I'm assuming.
Bye,
Colin.
Yep. I am.
I'm so incredibly
Wait,
happy.
before anyone else leaves. Before anyone else leaves, Leah, Megan, Randy, Avery, we're good for tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
I'll get back to you tonight.
I will get back to you. I will
Okay.
get back to you.
Wait, are we going to be outside or in your